Now that TikTok is getting banned, I feel like longer YouTube videos should definitely make a comeback. I am Tallara. I'm 23 and I live on the Gold Coast. I love books, I love reading, I love writing, I love YouTube. I love Harry Styles, I love One Direction. I'm literally your most basic white girl you could think of. Put in a little bit of ADHD and then here's me. Body doubling. If you don't know what body doubling is, I'm really happy for you because it means that you don't have ADHD and you don't have to struggle with everyday tasks. Body doubling is when you have someone else sit in your room and just their presence of them being here makes me have motivation and discipline to get a task done. My body double Ellie, who's my roommate, is not here, so this is what has motivated me to start filming because I need to put my washing away. Also, look how cute my little football sweater is. One day I'll be wearing this on the beach at Charleston. Also, look at these cute little shells I found at the beach. I want to turn this one into a necklace so bad. Oh my god, that's so cute. It's like a binding 13 shell. And these are the little things that I made with my clay that I need to put in the oven. I like that one the most. And they're Polaroid holders. Before my camera dies as well, I also just finished the first half. I found it really hard. I just could not connect. I could not understand Nesta. And I think that's really important and good for me that I persevered, because if I don't relate or I don't understand character, I just happen to DNF. I've been DNFing a lot of books lately. But I pushed through. I started this in the start of December and it's now mid-Jan when I finished. You know what? It's the most pace I've ever read a book and it actually was really nice. I remember a lot of things from it because I didn't speed through it. I literally took it all in. Nesta, by the halfway through the book, finally kind of understood the character. I just loved the relationship between Cassie and Nesta. I don't care what people say, that I just feel like some people need to understand that like this book is actually about female empowerment. It is about female empowerment, but it's also like, you know, filling up, as Harry Styles says, filling up your own cup and people falling in love with the overflow. That's Cassie, and Cassie didn't get in the way of Nesta, made her really figure out some shit, especially when they were doing that hike and stuff. Figured her out, but also chipped at her and slowly pulled those walls around, like, away from her. Really worked on getting through to Nesta. Pretty much did like a 180 for me in the book. I hated her at the start and now I really loved it. Okay, it keeps dying. Let me charge the battery and then I'll talk more about this book later. Bye! And it's pissing down. Literally, it was an hour ago I was cleaning my room and it was all sunshine. But this is Australian weather. That's what I wanted to talk about, the last book of Akata. Finally finished it. I also like hate finishing books, like I truly do. Reading that last chapter, it's always really like hard for me because I know that the story's ended and that to me means that world has stopped. I had so much fun reading Akata. I don't want to spoil anything, but the major plot points that came up, I wish I could erase my memories and relive it because I loved it. I just miss it. I miss it so much. Actually, I know what books I need to read. I'm halfway through the Striker. The way this male speaks in this book, what's his name again? Asher. I just love the darling, and I'm watching Made in Chelsea at the moment, so it's just quite fitting to read like a posh football player. But then my friend also got me The Woman in the Window because I think there's a show or a movie. Let me finish the Striker and then I'll start this one. This rain's nuts! Also, comment below if you're a belly or a back reader because I'm definitely a belly reader. There's thunder, so it's actually a storm outside. Give me some text bubbles and a group chat. I just love it. This book is so funny. Like, you really get to see the personalities of like the friend group and like what one's the shit stirrer, what one's like the more in line. I don't know why in my head I relate it to like One Direction members. Like, why am I explaining this? This is ridiculous, but I feel like I'm onto something. There's always a Liam Payne, who's the daddy of the group, or the one that keeps them in line. There's always a Louis Tomlinson, the little shitster, like the golden retriever in a way, but more the troublemaker. There's always a Harry Styles, the young one, the one that they look out for. It's giving Noah from Wildfire. There's always a Zayn, the mysterious one, but like the sexy kind of hot mysterious one. Then there's always a Niall, which is like, this is the true golden retriever, like the golden retriever, the one that they've kind of just taken under their wing. Usually like it's one that for some reason it's not really like Niall, it's not really to do with Niall, but I can see is Niall being the only one that's not from England, but the one that's like the foreign friend, or the one that, yeah, the one that they've kind of adopted in a way. But there's always I always read books and I relate to the One Direction members when there's a guy group. That's the only way I'm gonna get it, only way. We'll check in later. Ellie's sister Alex also got married a couple of months ago in November. Yeah. As you can tell, I'm very bad at editing as I go. However, it's not going to mean that I'm not going to not do it. And I've just had like this last couple of days, I'm like, oh, I'm going to like start doing it anyway. Usually my style of filming is a lot more still. Like I love a still frame, and that's usually what I go to. However, when I was filming them getting ready, I thought, actually it's going to be easy for me to put the clips together if it was like a slow move, and the ring light was really helpful for like transitions. And I don't know, I just want to be creative. There's no expectation, there's no pressure. I'm like, I'm just gonna have a go and do it the way that I think. Anyway, I have just edited the first 10 seconds. It's only going to be like a 30-second clip with all the footage I got. I didn't get a whole lot. I really wanted to be present as well. But oh my god, it's so cute. And you've got to watch it with this song that I just accidentally put on when I was like editing it on my Snapchat. I'm like in love. It's so cute. It's exactly what I wanted. Anyway, I'm going to keep editing and I thought I'd show you because it's so cute. Just the usual fight with the bloody TV. There's the love of my life. It's literally Wednesday and it feels like a Monday. I'm off to coffee at the ripe time of 6:30. My camera's gonna fall off. I love Wednesdays because Wednesdays mean that my week is halfway done, and today I don't have a whole lot on. I've got to go because I've got to go drive and concentrate. Off to get a coffee, and then I've got to go to work.
It was time to find out just how serious Allie was about wanting to walk into her house and find a masked man waiting for her in the darkness.
Another day, another storm. I was terrible this week of vlogging. My battery died and then I kept forgetting to charge it like usual. So I'm just going to vlog this week, and I've got no plans. Literally nada. No plans. I managed to get my hands on this. I'm really hoping I'm not going to have part 2 of how I felt when I read Iron Flame, where it just took me so long. It took me a whole year to read it. Hoping this is really good. So we're going to read this. Also haven't finished this. Cannot pick it back up. See, I DNF the second there's like, it's always halfway through the book and I'm just like, oh, they've kissed. I'm like, there's nothing else I want to read. Anyway, I'm going to read this one. I'm sorry, that lightning was insane. Violet and Zayden must be getting it on, eh? You know what? This is for my 1 or 2 friends that might watch this and have read these books, but comment your signet, because mine would be rain. Obviously, because my name means it. So I'm like, you know, it's giving Violet's mum. Oh, and another reading update. I'm currently listening to Lights Out by Mia. I can't remember her last name. I'll put it here. One of the best audiobooks I've ever listened to. I think if I read this book, I probably would have a different opinion and I'd find it quite cringy, especially because there's a section of the book where like the male character, he uses a different voice, and like, sure, you've got imagination, but honestly Teddy brought it to life and it was just brilliant. It was so good. So I really hope you can see this. It's insane. Anyway, I'm about 80% done of that. Let me show you the storm. Ooh, so pretty. Best believe I've just woken up and I'm getting straight back into it. It is so good. Like, I don't want to update in case no one's read it, but I really feel like this book is so much better than I Am Flame, just because this first couple of chapters has been mostly dialogue. But like, I really feel like Riddick is really standing out to me with how funny he is, and how Garrick is like the Liam Payne of the group. So like, yeah, it's honestly been so good. I just got such a big headache. I had it yesterday and I had to put my book down because I was literally just feeling so unwell. I'm going to read, and then today I really need to clean my room and make my bed. Anyway, I just have to update you that I am reading up to chapter 5 and I'm really enjoying it.
She was about to get a knife in her mouth and sandwich between those perfect tits, which meant she knew damn well how big it was. On my hold on her.
That'll have to do. I'm gonna put my clothes away and then start reading. Really need a hairband. I fucking hate reading with my hair down. A tip for anyone reading I've been calling it the Fourth Wing series, which really makes me a fake fan because it's the Imperium series, like literally says right there. Oops. Anyway, best thing I ever did was listen to the audiobook where it actually feels like you're watching a movie, but you like, it's not, it's obviously audio. Because to me, I think I really struggle with like what the characters sound like. Like, I've got a picture in my head what they look like, but what they sound like, I don't know. There's just one thing I'm like, I never really have a voice for what these people sound like. I think I just read it in my voice. And listening to Fourth Wing on audio, oh my god, I've got it all in my head now. So like when I'm reading Onyx Storm, it feels like I'm listening to it as well because I know what they sound like, if that makes sense. Really loving it. I'm up to chapter 8. I think I'm gonna finish the vlog here. I hope you guys like the vlog. I'm gonna keep doing it. It's been so much fun. I'm probably just gonna edit today, and that's why I'm gonna stop the vlog here. In the next vlog, I might do a book review. Bye!